Welcome to High Value Blueprint, the space where bold ideas meet real talk. In today's video, we're taking a deep dive into a controversial moment from Kevin Samuels that's lighting up the timeline. Let's break it down, challenge the narrative, and see what truths we can
Yeah, I want
uncover.
to ask. Hold on. She was a 6 on her best day. 5'6". Hello, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm real. How old are you?
21.
What do you got for me?
I actually was the one who said it's based on your delivery. I think she went off my comment, and I would think that it's just based on delivery. It's just how you say it.
How do you say you're fat?
You're oversized. You're obese. You're a little
You're fat.
unhealthy.
Obese is better. You think what?
Well, I think that you can say you're a little on the unhealthy side. Your size isn't ideal, and it's unhealthy.
Well,
So
I just
it's
want. Okay,
basically saying, oh, you're
hold
fat.
on. No, hold on. That's a statement of fact. Fact.
Okay.
Why? Okay, my question is, why is it women don't have a problem telling the man he's broke?
Okay.
Why?
I mean, men don't have a problem telling women they're unattractive.
Okay. You just answered the question with a question. That's not how we do this. I said women don't have a problem telling men they're broke. Why?
I mean, I would think I would think it's to better that man.
Okay, so when a woman tells a man the truth about a negative perception, it's for him to better himself.
But it's about her
Oh,
delivery, though.
excuse me. No, ma'am. No. I just said broke. I didn't say you're financially unattractive. You could earn a little money. I said broke.
Well, that's rude to say it like that.
Is it okay? Is there a dollar amount a man earns less than that makes him broke?
Excuse me, can you say that again?
Is there a dollar amount, an annual amount of money that a man has to make less than so he'll be broke? So let's say if you make $50,000, you're not broke, but if you make $25,000 a year, you're broke.
Well,
Is there
honestly,
a broke? Is there a number where broke starts at?
I mean, that is really
I'm
honestly
asking. I'm
based.
asking. Is there a number, a baseline number?
No, because there's so
Okay,
many
so
factors
if a
that go
man's
into
making ten
that.
dollars an hour, no, I don't want to play games. No, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do the find the nuance. For most people,
Okay.
$10 an hour is that man $10 an hour working 2,000, so $20,000 a year is that man broke?
Yes.
Okay, $15 an hour, $30,000 a year is that man broke?
Yes.
$20 an hour, $40,000 a year is that man broke?
No, I think he can sustain himself. Just not a family for
Okay,
himself,
so
yeah.
there is a number between 30 and 40,000 where it goes from being broke to not being broke.
Right.
But at $20, he's definitely broke. $20,000 a year, $20,000 a year,
I,
$10 an hour, he's definitely broke.
I mean, yeah, that's just the way
All
the
right,
world
well,
is.
the same logic holds with weight.
Hmm.
There is a number to where you're just fat.
Right. That's right, but it's just your delivery, how you say. I mean, you can come at them like you're fat and you're just fat. But if you say, "Hey, you're unhealthy," and
So when
you
you
give
say
them
a man,
insight.
but I'm using your same theory though. You told a man he's broke to help him out. Do you think? Hold on. Do you think
No,
me?
you
Do
said.
you think? Do you
No,
think me?
you
Do you
said a
think?
man is broke.
Hold on.
I
Do you
didn't.
think telling a woman? Do you think me telling an obese woman she's fat is new news to her? You think that she didn't know that?
But what are you getting out of
I didn't
saying
ask you
like?
that. You don't answer a question with a question. If you want to do this, I'll answer. Do you think that's new news to her? Do you think she really didn't know she was fat?
No.
All right. So it doesn't matter what I'm saying. She can see herself every day. What am I gaining out of it? When women like that say they want high value men, When women like that say they want a man to take me as I am. When women like that tell dudes, you average and you ain't on my level. When
Well,
women like that call themselves 9s and 10s, 8s.
well, in a traditional man's eyes, not a high profile. That's fine if. Everyone has dreams. So if you're, for a traditional man, she could probably be suitable. But for like a high,
Why does it,
just
okay,
chasing
where's your family
dreams.
from? Where's your family from?
My family's from Columbus, Ohio.
Okay, why should an average man be relegated to having a fat wife? You go back in your family history 100 years ago, where the men barely graduated from high school. Did they have fat wives?
I think that they were a little hefty, yeah, but it was because it was more so, can you maintain a home? Can you, listen
Man,
to your husband?
people weren't obese 100 years ago.
Eating chitlins and stuff like that,
Doesn't
but
matter. They weren't obese.
okay. All right, yeah.
So, so what you're basically doing is reinforcing the same thing that an average man, a fat woman will do for him, but if he's a high value man, then they won't do. So that means all the men want to get to be high value. So that means women. So basically, you're pushing all of the men to the top, and you telling men in the middle that they don't deserve anything. Do you think a woman being fat is a choice?
Yes.
Then she could choose to not be fat.
Well, the argument is the delivery. We're kind of circling
The
around
delivery.
your
Who does it?
delivery.
Okay, fine, delivery. Who does it better? How should I deliver it? Because women often, I'm gonna tell you this, women often say the delivery. Tell me the man or the person who's delivering truth the preferable way.
It's just like I said, it's their tone, it's
You got
how.
to give me an example. You can't give me a tone example. Give me an example. Give me somebody to model after. Name me one person.
So you're telling me to give you a person
If you like,
to.
right, you want to shoot like Steph Curry. You want to dribble like Tim Hardaway. Give me somebody to model after. You can't just say it's just your tone and you're not giving me a model. Who? Because you have a model in your mind. Who are you thinking about? And it has to be somebody that we all would know. Can't be your dad or your granddad.
Um, I guess one that's always in the media would be like Lizzo, kind of,
You want
right?
me. So you're saying that me is a
But she has a
53-year-old black.
man though.
Excuse me, hold on. I want to be clear. You're telling me that as a 53-year-old man, I should model Lizzo's.
Wait, I was confused on the question.
You're telling me my tone and my delivery, and I'm saying who does it right? Give me a model. Give me somebody to model after.
It's just common sense. Like
No,
you've
it's not
been
common
taught
sense. If
how
it's
to.
common, no, it's not.
Well,
Ma'am.
your parents are
Okay,
supposed
okay,
to
ma'am.
teach you.
Listen. Don't get frustrated.
I'm
It's
not
not common
frustrated.
sense. Men do this. Men often ask women to give us what we need. Give me an example of what you're talking about. Don't tell me why it's so simple or common sense. If it's all that, just give me the name.
Well, I don't have an ideal person that could give you a delivery
So
on
there's
how
no
to
way I
tell a
can know,
woman she's
dude. Then
fat.
there's no way I can know. If you can't tell me, all you can do is say your tone, your delivery, but you can't give me an example. You can't expect me to do anything different. It's not how human beings learn.
Well, I would think that a person is taught how to
No, ma'am.
conduct a
No,
conversation
ma'am.
with.
No, ma'am. That due respect. That's not how we learn. And see, that's part of the problem. This is a feelings-based argument. There is nobody that does it better. You can't point to somebody and say, Barack Obama or Donald Trump or Elon Musk. You can't say. So if you can't tell me, then how am I supposed to get better? How am I supposed to know?
I guess you just, I mean, re-educate. I guess it just starts with a house. It starts at home. It just starts with parenting styles at
How
that
about you?
point. Because if you don't,
How about this? How about you just wrong? It doesn't start with the house, man. You can't. It's like saying, you know what? I don't like the way you make steak. It's just not good. All right, you don't like the way I make steak? Whose steak do you like? Oh, I think it should be common sense. It's just a cow. That's not how people learn. That's not even that. I mean, I'm not trying to be ridiculous, but come on, that's not how that works.
no, but what I'm saying is, it's your delivery and how you say things. I'm not saying what you say.
Well,
I'm saying
how?
how you say it. And everyone should have been taught how you should say
No,
something.
they're not. And the problem is women aren't taught. No, and that's the problem today. I'm glad you got there. You ladies aren't taught how to handle criticism. You're only taught how to handle praise. So we're talking about a failure at home. The failure at home is to teach all of you that you're special snowflakes, and you're not.
Yeah, I mean, it varies because
It doesn't vary because women are less happy, less married, and headed in the worst direction. And who's teaching them? Daddy ain't, mama is. And you're telling me to do it better. I'm like, well, no. And here's the thing: the women who
well,
can
I
listen.
think dads. I would have to disagree with you. I think dads are more like, oh, you're my little girl. It's a guy got to give you the world. He has to do this. A
We're
guy
talking
like
about how many dads get to raise their children to 18 years old.
in the black community, it's actually going it's really bad. But that's I'm just speaking. I'm just saying. I mean, they have male
So how many
figures like
dads get to
uncles.
raise their children in their home until 18 years old?
Very
So don't
low,
tell
like
me about it.
four.
Don't tell me that black community. See, y'all always want to go to these extraneous examples, and here's the reality: women
So what do
weren't
we?
taught. Women were not taught how men think. You weren't taught how men feel. You weren't taught what men want, and you were not taught how to handle criticism. You were taught that you are the prize. That we're supposed to do X, Y, and Z for you, and all you're supposed to do is be pretty and show up, and that's not getting you married. That's not getting women married. That's getting you pumped and dumped, slaved to the side, and then 27 years old, y'all like where are all the good men at? Because you did not learn how to accept the criticism and critique of the kind of men that you want to wife you.
So you kind like what you're saying kind of reminds me of like why did I get married to you? You kind of giving like more like a
Of
Mike
who?
approach to
Of who?
Sheila, kind of
Who?
like you're like you have you watched the movie Why Did I Get Married? And then you seen like how Mike was treating Sheila and calling her like just saying all this stuff, and it was just I think that's kind of the approach that you
You're
take a
21
lot
years
with
old, and
women.
I'm more concerned at 21 years old that you're watching that kind of film.
Wow.
That movie was filthy. Why did I get married? That movie didn't help. Do you think it portrayed marriage in a good light?
Well, I mean nowadays
No,
marriage,
no. The answer is, did it portray marriage in a good light? No, it didn't. Did it portray black marriage in a good light?
no.
Did your mama let you watch that, or did your daddy let you watch that?
I really just watched it on my own.
In whose house? Your mama's house or your daddy's house?
I was actually at my friend's,
Her mama's house or her daddy's house?
her mom's.
Thank you. You can't make this shit up, people. Unsupervised young women watching that kind of trash because women just let y'all do whatever, and it
So what are
takes
we supposed to do?
to the point to where you have an opportunity to talk to somebody, and you can't tell me an example of a proper tone. You can't tell me this, but you can tell me some BS you saw in a movie that shaped your mind, and
No,
that I'm talking to the audience right now, and that's sad because this is what I mean. They don't get taught; they get supervised.
I was
Girls
just
aren't
saying,
raised today.
I was giving an example of a bad delivery, and your delivery on
You
like
should,
fat women kind
man.
of gave me.
That movie was propaganda. Movie was straight propaganda. Did black men look good in that Tyler Perry movie? Nobody talks to their woman like he talked to Jill Scott in real life. Ma'am.
I don't know who's talking. I've seen it.
And that's the thing. This is what litters these young girls' minds. This crap that's been fed into them, to the point to where you're bringing it up like it's real life or like it's something to be modeled after, instead of saying this is garbage.
I mean, it is
It's
garbage.
garbage.
But
Hello, how are you? Hold on.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How old are you?
I'm 25. No, I'm 35.
Okay. What do you got? Is it critique or is it a belittling?
No, I actually agree with what she's saying. She's definitely right. It's definitely all about the approach. We have to pay attention to how we talk to people. We can't just say, "Oh, this hamburger is disgusting." We have to say, "You know what, honey, you did a good job."
You're talking right through me.
I'm talking. I respect what she. I'm sorry, honey. I didn't catch her name.
You're talking through me. You got to know that I can hear you. You can hear me. If we got to know how we talk to one another, why do women think it's okay to talk through a man?
No. You asked me. I answered.
Okay,
yeah.
You said you agree with her, and I'm asking you just like
Definitely agree with her.
not even let. Give me a model of who does it right. Because here the funny thing is, you guys are getting a kick out of this. The world likes it this way because you're 21, you're 35, you both will die alone.
No. Definitely not.
Okay. What does your husband have to say about that?
What does he have to say? He isn't going to say much. He's not going to come on this camera.
So who does it right?
What do you mean, who does it right?
Okay, you're telling me the tone. Tell me who does it right. Give me a model.
Okay, so we can't give you a model. The fact is,
Well,
I'm going to give you a model.
Ma'am, due respect.
Black men don't like to be.
Excuse me, then due
I
respect.
think that's the issue.
Okay, due respect, and you can't tell me how to do it. You can't tell me a model. You're saying do something better, and you're just using a bunch of words.
We can't give you a model because the thing is, you treat people how you want to be treated. So therefore, I'm the best model of how I want to be treated. So therefore, I'm going to be the best person. Okay.
That's not what I'm talking about.
Okay.
I say I don't like your steak. I say I like steak, and you make me a steak, and I say I don't like your steak, and you say, well, what do you like? Well, it's just not good. It should be better. Okay. What do you mean by better? Should it be more flavorful? Should it be how do you like it cooked? Well, just better. It should be common sense. Speak your steak like you'd want to.
No.
Listen to the example in full. Wouldn't you ask me at some point, whose steak are you comparing it to? What's a model? Give me an idea. You wouldn't just keep telling them, well, just no.
Oh, definitely not. I would say, no, honey, there's a bit too much blood here. Maybe next time we'll do it a bit more well done. Or I'll say, no, honey, we don't have enough blood here. Maybe we can try to.
Then tell me the person who delivers truthful.
What if you don't?
Tell me the person.
What if you don't have an example?
Tell me the person who delivers truthful content to women in the right way.
You don't have one.
Then I'm all.
That's where you and your husband just have to communicate.
Deal with it. I'm not changing the tone.
No, hell no. You just have to communicate.
You don't have to change the tone.
And we're going to try again and again and again until we get it right.
One thing you cannot do. I'm going to tell you one more time. You can go back to your husband or whoever he is. This is where women typically at. You cannot.
This is not what.
That's just rude.
Oh, I'm over talking you.
I think that we are looking more. I think it's more sad the fact that we don't have an example as Black women to say, okay, this is how we would want to be, or it's sad that we actually don't have that example to give in the first place.
Why do you think that is?
Well, because the men aren't like how they used to be. That's the only thing I could think.
So again, it's a men's fault.
Well, I'm just saying, like, there is room to be improved as far as I feel like men these days, they have unrealistic.
Man, okay, before you go down that path at 21 years old, were you raised with your father in the house?
Yes.
Were your mother and father married?
Mm-hmm.
All right. If women are getting married before kids, whose fault is that?
Well, I think it's a different mindset now. because back then
Yeah.
most
If women
women would
aren't
be
getting
like,
married, you say the
"You're
father.
not letting
Then,
me
hold
finish."
on, no, you say the father, and we start at the basic building block. He needs to be in the home. If women are not choosing to be married before they have children, the father is not in the home. You cannot blame the person who's not there for how you turn out.
But a man has
There's
to
no
marry
but,
a
man.
woman.
There's no but. There's no but. There's no way you would have a baby before marriage. There are too many forms of birth control.
I mean, things
Right.
happen. So,
That's
You're
bull.
right about that. Now I
That's
can't
not no.
disagree with him
See,
on
and
that
this is. I
part.
want you guys to understand the sheer lack of accountability. Think about how many times that one, two, three women have pushed the responsibility back onto the man. Things happen. This and that. Accountability is like kryptonite, man. If a woman doesn't want to have a baby, she does use birth control. I didn't say stop having sex. Just stop making babies with men that aren't your husbands. Can we
Okay,
agree
can I?
that that needs to happen?
okay, so how am I supposed to
Yes,
know if
Hold on,
we
hold
can
on,
if
hold
he's
on,
gonna be
agree.
my
hold on,
husband or
hold on,
not?
hold on. No. Can we agree that that needs to happen first?
Okay.
Can we? Yes or no?
Yeah, that needs to happen.
Yeah, we can agree.
Then who ensures that men or women?
Women.
Women.
Thank you. Real
Only because
person,
we give birth to them, so we
and you
do
pay
have
a
to be
higher
more
price because
mindful.
yes, because if you have a child
But
outside of marriage, you're setting yourself and the child up for less favorable outcomes. You were asking me what? Laying down?
the question. Oh, which one?
The other
Yeah.
girl, she said, so what? You said something about it happens, or what to do what?
Well, no, it does happen. I mean, that's the inevitable. It didn't happen to me, but it does happen to other people.
But if you start looking at the
What do
marriage
you mean
from
it
back,
just happens? How do you just get pregnant? You don't just happen to have unprotected sex during the time you're ovulating.
Well, what if you're having sex every day?
See how that happened, folks? I just said it doesn't just happen where you have unprotected sex when you're ovulating. And just like the modern woman, she instead of answering the question, she just moved the goalposts.
Oh, whatever. It's true though, but what if you having
No,
sex
what I
every
just said
day?
is true, and this is why so many women are going unmarried.
but what about the men that say like, I mean, I get you're saying it's the woman's choice because it is, because in the end she has to have like it's her. So, but what about those men who are like, oh, I don't like you with, protection, or those
Yeah, you don't
men
have
who.
sex with them. Very
But what
simple.
about those men who like? Because the men, I mean, you're not. I feel like you don't really. I do understand that women, we need work to be done, but the black men in our community are reading at fourth grade levels.
That's
They're almost
bullshit.
not.
That's bullshit.
Okay,
54% of black men are single and childless, and 61% are in the middle class. You're not going to come on here and run that bullshit.
So where we
No,
supposed to find them
2.5
at?
million black men are in the upper class. This is that bullshit you were watching on those movies. That ain't the truth. I challenge you to go look up the statistics. Blackdemographics.com, black statistics by black people for black people.
I'm about to look it up.
54% of black men in this country, single, childless, 61 in the middle class, but you all got to think that there aren't no men out there to justify why you're alone. You're
I'm
So
alone,
where we
not
supposed
because
to
there are not
find them
enough men.
at?
You're alone because you're unfit.
So where we supposed to find them at?
In the gym, behind their preposition,
In a gym.
in the gym.
Well, I
Yeah.
thought men were born hunters. I thought they were
Which
like we were
gym?
to catch. I'm just
See?
so confused now.
Hold on. Where are they supposed to find them at? Were you raised with your mother? Lady laying down on the red pillow. Your first name?
Tina.
Tina, uh-huh. Were your mother and father married?
Yes, they were.
So when you asked your father where you supposed to find him at, what does he tell you?
Um, he found her. They
No, no,
lived in
no,
the
no.
same neighborhood.
I said when you asked your father where you're supposed to find him at, what does he tell you?
He don't know the answers. That's why I'm on here.
So when you had when you asked the question to him, he said what?
To find a man,
I
not on
heard
the
the gym
internet.
theory. I ain't gonna lie. I heard
Not on the internet.
Hold on, sweetheart. Hold on, sweetheart. No, I'm going to drill down on this. What did he say when you had the conversation with
In
him?
church,
I heard that
And then
too.
where else?
in school.
And then where else?
That was it.
And your father failed you.
Oh, Well, that's why I'm on here because I ain't got no man.
Well, that's not. But if you're going to tell me did your mother raise you to be a
Both on
wife?
you.
Huh?
Did your mother raise you to be a wife?
Yeah, I mean, she is a wife.
Did
She's a
she
wife.
did she raise you to be a wife?
I guess so, yeah.
You guess? If you were
Yeah.
raised to be a wife, you would know. So what
Well,
did
I'm
your mother
still
raise?
young.
Okay, so
I
let me
got
ask you
time.
questions. What did your mother raise you to do for a man?
Um, Cook, clean, be emotionally supportive,
You cook and clean for yourself, but that is something that go. What else?
be emotionally supportive.
In what way?
What she used to do? She used to ask him stuff. I don't know, like be nice to him, not be bitchy.
So what I need you to understand is you want to, Miss 21-year-old, you want to say the delinquencies and where black men are, and you're saying your mother and father raised you in the household.
Hmm.
And this is the basics. You didn't ask your dad, he told you school or church, and your mama didn't raise you to be a wife. The problem is that's not a woman that's fit to be a wife.
So
A man
what's fit to be a
who's a
wife?
husband, a man who is a husband does not need to go to a woman who does not know what to do.
Well, at this point, we have to blame the generations before us because, I
No, you got to
mean,
blame your mama.
right. And
Your mama didn't
that's what I'm
teach you.
saying, the
If your
generation.
mama was married, if your mother was married and she didn't teach you how to be a wife and teach you how to work with and for a man, then blame your mama. Ain't got shit to do with the generation. It got to do with the woman that raised you, especially if she was married. And that's a
Okay,
problem.
well,
Far too many married women aren't teaching their daughters how to be wise. They're teaching their daughters how to be independent. And then when it fails, you want to look at the men and say the
So you
problem
don't think it's the men problem too? Some of the men out here,
is, you know.
it got to be
some
us.
men don't. They want to have multiple
Excuse me.
women.
No. Before you get to the men, you got to get to the marriage. Before you get to the men, how many of our children, what percentage of our children are born as a result of marriage?
I don't know. Not a lot.
And how old are you again?
27.
Let me be honest, man. You're laying down in the bed on an Instagram channel with millions of people.
It's not millions. It ain't. It's 9,227 now.
For the millions of people. And this is what I'm trying to say. If this is what a woman who is asking these questions, you're laying down like this is the attitude the average modern woman.
It's 12 o'clock at night. What am I supposed to be doing? Outside in the club? It's
See,
12 o'clock at
I want you
night.
guys to understand what I want you to understand. This is why. This is why. The mindset. It's like
So am I supposed to be
it's a
outside?
joke. It's a joke. Relationships are a joke in a game until you're 27 years old. It ain't gonna be a joke in about 8 years. And the problem is, 80% of our children are brought into fatherless homes. 80% of the kids are born to single mothers. So that
We
means
can't make men be men.
the majority of our community is single mother raised led home. You're already screwed up. Black marriages have last less than 5 years on average. 80% of the divorces that are filed by women. 75% divorce rate. You can't keep a man if you keep leaving your man. You can't be married if you ain't getting married before the baby. If you do get married, you don't stay more than 5 years.
But we don't have a baby when we asking them questions. She don't have a baby. I don't have a baby.
So what we doing wrong? That's what.
Yeah. So what we doing wrong? She not fat. I'm not fat. So now what?
I don't know
It's
what you
it.
are.
Huh?
Hold on. I don't know what you
I'm
are.
I'm not fat. So
I don't know. That's what you say. How tall are you?
I'm 5 feet.
Dress size?
I would say a 4.
How much you weighed the last time you weighed yourself?
144.
You every bit of a dress size 8. Ain't no damn way you would get 5 foot, 140 pounds in a dress size 4.
Yes,
See,
I do. I fit in
delivery.
a 4.
It's my delivery. I'm an image consultant in real life. I know what the hell I'm talking about. I dress and size women all the time. I can look at their faces.
Child, let's just say I'm not fat.
The problem is, I want you to understand, look at your attitude. You talk about attitude and delivery, look at her. The attitude and delivery. It's a joke or it's aggressive. It's a joke or it's aggressive. I try to answer everything. I'm gonna over talk you. I'm gonna pull out. Bring your hand out again. Yeah, that's what we love. That. And you wonder what's wrong? That's what's wrong right there.
I'm not changing that. So that's
what's wrong.
Forget that.
That's
you
why.
can forget that.
Congratulations.
That come with me. You can forget that.
And it'll die with you. Because I tell you right now, I guarantee you right now, you know, and I know, a white man, Hispanic man, Middle Eastern, or Asian man would not tolerate any of this. The only group of men that would even contemplate tolerating is the black men. And we're trying to get black men to raise their standards because, ma'am, your behavior is unacceptable. Even if you're right, you're still wrong because your behavior. You came on here, this platform has millions of people. You can be seen globally. And are you making a good representation for yourself or not? I get dinged for belittling women. I have conversations with women and let women show how they act. That's all I do.
You just said that my nails is not gonna give me no man, but they like this. That's a part of
it's just a part of femininity.
My personality, yeah.
I want you to go show me the women that are married to men of value who have nails that long.
Child, let me think about it. Nicki Minaj.
I mean, I like them a little shorter.
I'm not going to get into her husband. I said men of value.
Oh, don't come at the queen.
I don't have a problem with Nicki Minaj. She's a cool person, but you brought her in. I said men of value.
Men of value. Damn.
They like a medium.
So if you want to marry a man of value and you say this comes with such and so forth, you either get rid of the nails or lose the opportunity to get the man. That's all it comes down to.
I'll consider it.
You don't have to consider. The thing is, man, while you're considering it, women who are already raised or understand that they need to compete for him, he ain't got to handle you or figure you out. The women who are already trying to get on his team, that's what I talk about on YouTube today. Y'all are so worried about men. So many of our women are worried about men taking you as you are or handling you. This is why Becky's coming in, Maria's swooping them up, and y'all can be right at the Dunning-Kruger effect. Loud and wrong. It's not working. And it's not, and here's the thing, it's not working because men in general, black men in particular, are marrying you. If they're not marrying you, you got to ask them why.
You be having some points, I'm not gonna lie, but sometimes it's just like you get way too disrespectful, calling people fat, girls, ladies fat, and all that stuff. They ain't got no man. But the fat girls got more husbands than anybody.
No, they don't.
Oh, Lord. Check the statistics with that.
Who do you think you're talking to? I'm a walking statistic. What I'm talking about.
Listen,
fat girls ain't got husbands because they're on my show looking for high value men. And if I call you 5'8", 220 pounds fat, if I tell you the size of an NFL running back, is it a statement of truth?
Listen, all I know.
See, that's what I'm telling you. There is no nice way to tell somebody who's used to no criticism or accountability that there's something wrong. Should a female weigh more than a male at the same height? A male and a female, the same height. Should the female weigh more than the male?
But what that got to do with love?
I didn't ask you that.
I mean, no, because that's not healthy. But what does that have to do with love?
Is it not healthy or is it not natural?
It's both. It's both. It's not natural or healthy. But people are.
So then why are women doing it? If it's not healthy or natural?
I don't know.
Take me as I am.
Huh?
Take me as I am. That's why they're doing it. No man is supposed to have anything. Nature can't even have a standard for women. And then you go back to love. Love has nothing to do with marriage at first.
Okay.
Go back 100 years ago. Did people date? How long did people date 100 years ago?
I wasn't born 100 years ago, so I wouldn't know.
Excuse me, did you go to high school?
Yes.
Did you go to college?
Yes.
and stop with the smart ass attitude. All you need is a
No.
goddamn history or a library card. Do that one more time, and I will bid you a good night. I'm tired of your disrespect. Now, do you want to continue, or would you like to leave?
No, I'll continue.
See, I want you to understand, I'm twice your age, and the casual disrespect of trying to have a reasonable conversation, and it doesn't matter. See, y'all don't like my tone, but you don't have any problem with your disrespect.
I just feel like sometimes you are a little bit disrespectful. You just don't realize it.
I asked you, did people date 100 years ago? And you got disrespectful. And I'm going to tell you right now, y'all's generation, my generation was the last generation of men that was raised traditional. These young guys, see, y'all know, anyway, that smart mouth gets dealt with sooner or later. Gets dealt with sooner or later. And most of you dealt with it by yourself. You better stop talking to men like they're crazy. Because you talk to men like you want to smoke. Some guy just may decide to smoke it up with you. Then you'll be going, oh, what happened? Now, back to the conversation. 100 or so years ago, did people date? Or how long did they date?
I don't think they dated
They're
for a long time because and I would say like I don't know because like the woman had to get out the house at like 16.
So about
like,
how long? Okay, I get it. About how long?
I don't know. I really don't know. I don't think
Just
a long
guess.
time though.
Just guess.
A few weeks, a few months.
Thank you. They didn't date. People picked. For whatever reason, they picked. So we got people dating today 2, 3, 5, 10 years and not getting on with life and then wondering why they're still getting high school outcomes when you're still dating like high schoolers. Dating is dumb.
Wow. Okay.
But dating, so we're talking about all of this other stuff. But you got out of the house because you went from your father's house or your parents' house to your husband's house because you were trained and you knew what was expected of a wife. Today, you don't even know what's expected of a woman, much less than a wife. That's why I'm asking.
Well, were they happy? Eventually, they weren't happy, and then they got a divorce.
That's what they kept. That's what Tyler Perry and them keep telling you is these women weren't happy. That's the color purple, waiting to exhale, and all these bullshit ass narratives keep telling you, yeah, women in those 50-year marriages weren't happy. My grandmother was happy. She was happy she had a husband, Jesus, and her family, and her mother was happy. The black community was better back before Jim Crow, segregation, slave, and all the other kind of stuff because we had families. Women today are not happy. You're just single. You're just single. And you're not making enough money to live this hot girl summer or whatever. It's not working. You're 21. You're 27.
Yeah, but I'm in school.
Okay, but you're younger than 27. Miss 27 years old. Do you want to be married one day?
Yes, I do.
Okay, let's say you're 55 years old. Let's just say for some reason at 55, if you never got married, never had any kids. Well, what would life look like socially?
For me, socially, it would be sad because all of my friends or my coworkers have families.
Okay.
So,
How was your last relationship?
how long was my last relationship?
When was it?
When was it?
Mm-hmm.
We broke up in October.
How long was that relationship?
A year and some change.
Okay. By what age would you like to be married?
30.
How many kids would you like to have?
1.
Why just one child?
It is right now. It's like, the economy. I don't know. I think 1 is safe.
Is that a healthy way to raise a child?
No, but I just God forbid if the man leaves, then what I'm gonna do?
Men don't leave. Y'all do. I just proved that several times over. Women make mating decisions based upon our bad behavior, and you're the ones that act badly. You're the ones that leave. You're the ones that wreck the family. You're the ones that wreck the home. You're the ones that wreck the kids. The facts. And one kid. China has a one-child policy, and it's crippling the country. Now they're telling people, oh, we need at least 3 kids. One child, I was raised as an only child. It's a horrible thing to do. But I want you to understand how selfish your decisions are. One kid, because it's best for you. That's what
What should her response been?
Say again?
I said, well, what should her response have been?
Yeah.
Is a family one child?
Yeah. A family could be one child.
No, it's not.
Well, including
As
you and your husband, I guess.
anybody who was raised as an only child, and they will tell you there's a hole there. It is not a family. A family is at least 2 kids, preferably 3.
So how do you feel about people that have 3 children and can't afford to raise 3 children?
You live at your means. Your grandmother, your great-grandmother had more kids or less money. You stop living like you got. Do that again? That shit costs money.
I know. That's why I should have 1 kid.
See what I mean? See what I mean? Selfishness of modern women. You laugh because even you knew, even at 21, you're like, God damn, don't say that, girl. But that's real.
Well,
Y'all are too adorned to be so broke.
No, because all right, I feel like after two kids, that would be it for personally me, because 3 kids is crazy. I really feel like you should be making $300K with 3 kids.
Where'd you go to school for?
I went to school for computer engineering.
Are you making over 6 figures?
No,
Over 80?
I make just at 80.
So in other words, in order to have more children. So my thing is, why do women in 2022 want to live a life of high value? Because 350 is the number. Listen, why do you need to have so much money to have kids today when women 100 years ago with barely 5th or 6th grade educations had more children with less money?
Because
the economy.
yeah. And then I just told you that I make 80.
The economy?
But I make
The gas prices.
and that's not enough money right now.
You can go to the Hispanic community and tell me they make less than the black community. They got more kids, and they've taken over the black side of town. It's not the economy. It's because you ladies spend outside of your means. Those eyelashes, you're 21 years old, and your face is beat to the gods. When I was in college, women don't even put that kind of shit on for holiday parties. You didn't have it on Tuesday night just because.
Well,
But your nails, young lady, that was only done for something like a glamour shot. That's not even functional. And that costs money.
somewhere.
You what now?
I said I was actually somewhere earlier today.
But you get the point, whether you or not.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Women today spend too much money. And then women talk about you want to have children based on money. You want to pick men based on money. And guess what? To men, here you say, I think you're going to have 3 kids, you need to make at least $300K. You know how many men would say something about your delivery? But that's just truth for you now, isn't it? See, y'all don't have any problem telling men anything. But my thing is this. A man making $250,000 or more, what is he going to want from a woman? A wife?
Me to do everything.
Structure. I guess.
Me to do everything, what does that mean?
I can't have an attitude where I can't listen to him if he making that much.
Oh, but he's making less, you can't?
Yes.
I can't believe you said it.
I'm being honest.
I believe you said it because that's the truth.
Yeah, I'm being honest.
That's what I was going to say.
That's why I said dying alone is the truth too. Because you're outside of your budget. And then you think a man who's making less have to tolerate this. Men ain't gonna have to tolerate this. You said you on a scale from 1 to 10, you can't use 7. Where would you rank your face? Just your face, fresh face.
A face? I think I'm a 7.
I said you cannot use 7.
Oh, I can't use 7? I'm an 8.
So you're up there with Beyonce.
Oh, I don't want to compare myself to Beyonce. I want to compare myself. Huh?
That's what's in the 8 category. Beyonce.
Okay, well give me a 6. Give me a 6 then. I'll be a 6. I don't want to compare myself to Beyonce, but I'll be a 6.
But before I said Beyonce, you said I'm an 8. That's 2 steps away from the top.
Mm-hmm.
I need you to think about what I'm saying, computer engineer.
Mm-hmm.
If you thought yourself 2 steps from the top, that's 20% of women. Have you ever modeled?
Not fashion, no.
Print modeling?
No, just like urban hood stuff. That counts.
So, to put yourself in an 8, that's an elite category.
I think I got elite features. Yeah.
I want you to go back to that woman that was before her, and she said she was a 9. See, the problem is you've already shown that you, just like the other woman, y'all rank yourselves high. You're a 5, 6.
Child, no.
Okay.
But you said to
professional image
Beyonce.
consultant, 9. Professional image consultant, opinion.
To Beyonce, no.
Ma'am, what about your features make you pretty, beautiful, or gorgeous?
Okay, I have nice eyes. See, they're a little slanted. I have beautiful skin. Beauty mark. God don't give no beauty mark to nobody if they not beautiful. Teeth, popping. Nose, I got a nice nose. Eyebrows, lit. Hair.
You're average.
No, I'm not. Then I got the dimples.
Man, average. Why is today average? Is
Confidence.
Confidence doesn't matter, man. See, you ladies want men to value all this stuff, and I'm gonna let you know that don't matter. If people aren't coming to you to say, "Oh, we need to put you on the cover of this magazine, or this article, or in this movie," that's what a woman who's an 8. Beyonce.
Okay, but they got talent.
Diane Carroll, these kind of women who are just
talent.
No, ma'am, they don't. Charlize
Beyonce
Theron,
don't got talent.
Excuse me, Charlize Theron had no talent. She was screaming at a bank teller in Bank of America, but she looked so nice that they made her into a star. That's not how this works. I've worked with people who actually source models, and they will tell you, you're not an 8. And telling you your averages shouldn't be an insult. You're 5 feet tall, 140 pounds. Say you're 5'6", trying to give you the benefit of the doubt, but you're an average cute. You could be cute, but ain't nobody gonna mistake you, Sweetie, Kelly Rowland, Rihanna, all in the same thing. There's a difference. And I didn't get to answer the question. Men who are making that $250,000 or more, do they typically marry average women? Average looking women?
Nowadays, can I say something?
Off rip. They just marry average women off rip.
Not all the time, no. But listen. Can I tell you one thing? Nobody in this world is ugly. Nobody. They just don't have enough money to fix it. Because whatever you say, only thing that I can't buy is height. Well, I could buy height because with heels, I'm 5'6". You see what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't believe that. That's why when you come,
don't give a shit what you believe, and the fact that you're this foolish to say that no one in this world is ugly shows how far we've come. There are plenty of people in this world that are ugly.
Are they ugly or are they broke?
Either one, it's still the same. See, today women don't want any standards. You want pretty, beautiful, or gorgeous women, and these women over here to just be fixed. It doesn't matter. It matters to us men. That's why I said fresh face out of the shower. All the confident shit that you ladies pop is laughable to us. We don't care. Y'all sound, to the male mind, y'all sound zip damn crazy. Because we're still saying you can pop all that shit, you're still a 5. And you get 5 outcomes. Men off rip making $250,000 a year or more do not marry average women once they're making that kind of money. If you want a man like that, you better get him when he's younger. But you're 27 years old.
I'm running out of time.
So time is against you, and then you want to have money on a certain level. So this is one thing that I don't seem to realize is women don't seem to understand the time and the sense of urgency. Y'all are so busy telling us about the tone. If I didn't use my tone or my delivery, I wouldn't have had your attention or your attention to tell you, you need to make a difference.
So what should we do?
That's what I'm. That's what, like, that's what
Understand
we're.
what the kind of man you want from a woman, and ask yourself, can you do that? But today, men want, especially the higher level men, want femininity.
I am girly.
That's not femininity. You're masculine.
What's
Ma'am,
femininity?
You've been so argumentative and combative, even though you haven't cursed a lot. It's just your nature to the smart, the sass. That's not femininity.
Yeah. I think I'm just sassy, but I don't think I'm
But sassy ain't femininity. It's not femininity.
okay.
That's why I did it on YouTube. Men aren't going to handle that.
So y'all like boring girls?
There's a difference between a wife and everything else. What should we do? If you have mothers that were married, you should go ask your mother, why did you not teach me how to be a wife? Why did you not
more
teach me
sassier than me?
You ask the question, you need to go ask yourself, why did you teach me to be a wife? What do I need to do for a man? How do I keep a man? Not how do I get a man, how do I keep him? Does that sound like how most women talk today?
Huh?
Does that sound like how most women talk today?
No. I don't ask those questions.
Well, and you got to think about it. Well, then how are you to expect to get the knowledge that you would need to get the outcome you want?
Well, I actually, instead of asking my mom, I actually asked my dad, and he was just like, basically to follow through with the man's vision. So if his vision correlates with your vision, or even if you guys can grow into a vision together,
Why can't you ask your mom?
Well, because I felt like he married her, so.
So if you wanted to learn how to cook and your mom was a cook, you'd ask your dad because he ate the food?
Well, I mean.
Think about the logic. If you want to learn how to cook and your mom was a cook, you'd ask your dad because he ate the food.
Right.
See, the fact that you ladies can't even go to your mothers is a problem.
I did. I asked my mom.
You shouldn't have to go to your mothers. The women of the village are supposed to teach the girls how to be wise, how to work with the men. But y'all don't have the relationship to where you can go to your mother or feel like you can get there for, hey.
Man, this right here is why Kevin always said these young women don't know what they don't know. You 21 years old talking about, I thought we was the catch. Sis, how you the catch if no hunters are hunting you? Let's keep it real. If men aren't lining up for you, if you're not being chosen, then you're not the prize. Period. See, this is the problem with a lot of young women today. Y'all want to come into a conversation with feelings and fairy tales, but when Kevin brings logic, you crumble. She literally threw out that BM reading levels nonsense out of nowhere. What did that even have to do with anything? That's what women do when they're cornered with facts. Deflect, bring up irrelevant nonsense, then turn to shame, guilt, and insults. And listen, at 21, you don't know nothing about life yet. You don't have experience. You don't have wisdom. You don't have the scars, the ups and downs that make you humble. But the arrogance is already through the roof. You really thought you could sit in front of Kevin Samuels, a man who spent years breaking down logic, numbers, and reality, and out-talk him? You weren't even close. The part that really killed me was that fake confidence. Like, she thought she was married because of a bird in the dark. Come on now. That's not real logic. That's just delusion. And when Kevin pressed her, notice how quick she got loud. Notice how quick she shifted her tone. That's the mask cracking. That's when reality starts creeping in, and instead of listening, she tried to fight back with attitude. Here's the truth. Beauty alone doesn't make you the prize. Age doesn't automatically make you wise. And calling yourself the catch doesn't make men chase you. At the end of the day, men are the hunters, women are the selectors. But if no one's hunting you, then maybe you're not as valuable as you think. That's the cold truth Kevin was giving her, and she couldn't handle it. So yeah, 21, thinking she knows it all, talking about being the prize.